Okay, here comes the hard part. Trying to put all of this stuff together. This is composition, which is really my toughest thing to deal with, and probably true for most people. Their toughest, and maybe yours, especially when you don't exactly know where you're going and you don't have anything specific in mind. Remember those two blocks we made earlier? There we are. Those two, at the top left. Put them up on the board, and I thought, well, let me find stuff that I already have that goes with them and see if I can put something together. So I pulled out all the browns and the oranges and I don't know what you see, but I'm so bored I could just go to sleep. So obviously this isn't going to work for me. It may work for somebody else, but it needs a little punch of something. And I'm not quite sure yet what it is. So let me go away and try to figure it out and come back. So I've been playing around with a lot of options and moving stuff around, and this is what I have at the moment. But quite honestly, that turquoise sticks out like a sore thumb. So either I have to add some more turquoise somewhere, which might or might not work, or I have to get rid of the turquoise and do something else. So I'm still playing. Surprise, surprise. You stayed tuned, and a couple of hours later, this is what I've got that I'm going to put together. Now, notice that the blue is gone, and I don't know what it was. I started thinking out of the box. I went through that pile that I showed you before, and on impulse pulled out that strip set on the left, bottom left of the black and red and sort of orangey fabric. And I thought, well, what would that look like? And I put it up, and lo and behold, it worked. The black gave it the dark it needed. The orange, or whatever color that is, sort of talked to the other orange. And red and the gold are still in the same family, but they're cooler. It's a cooler group. So then I started looking through for more of that black, and I found a couple more scraps, which you can see up at the top in the middle. And then I pulled out, I needed some red to go with that red in the strip set. And I found a piece of batik that I've had lying around from the year one. And that had the same feeling in terms of color as that strip set red. So I've been playing around with the arrangement here, moving things, taking them down, putting them back up. And honestly, that's really what you have to do. If you get to the point where you say, I don't know about this, take everything down and start putting it up one at a time. Yes, I got rid of the turquoise. It just wasn't working. First, I took it off, and then I just cut up what was left, and it still didn't work, so I ditched it. And I may use it in something else, or I may not. But this is what I've got at the moment. Now, it will change as I put it together because things get smaller, and so I'm not sure it'll end up exactly this way, but I'm aiming for a 12 by 12 or some such size, and we'll see how it goes when I put it together. And hopefully I'll be able to show you a photo of this when it's done. But I hope you have a lot of questions. Yes, it's work, but if you look at this, you can see that your eye travels. The black is in a few different places, so your eye moves around. It's at the top, at the sort of lower middle, and it's at the bottom, and it's on the right. You see that cool red, dark red, which is at the top and in the strip set, and then again at the bottom and the right. So even though those are very different colors than what I started with, and there's a little bit of red in that black and white and red Indian batik too, they speak to one another and there is a repetition. So this helps. The same with the black and white little stripe. It's the opposite of the white and black, but it's the same fabric, and again, they talk to each other and bring in a little bit of contrast. I took a picture of this in black and white, and I can't film in black and white, but I will post it for you. As you work, keep taking pictures to look at the value and see where your eye goes, because in black and white, your eye will tell you whether something is working or not, a lot better than it will in color. So that's a great tool, which I wish I had discovered years ago, but meanwhile, here it is, and make good use of it. So this is where I am. We'll see how it ends up. As I said, it may change, but yes, it's work. But this is about composition. This is about how your eye moves around the piece. This is how pieces talk to one another or don't. And there's no one right way to do this, but your eye will tell you when you've gotten to a point where it really does work. So trust your instincts, trust your eye, and go with it.